pretty much the worst experience I've ever had at a Best Buy. And
all right, y'all, this is not a video that I was looking forward to doing, but we're actually in front of the Best Buy. I'll try to get some B-roll footage. We are actually returning the Action, I don't know if we get that frame, the Action 5 Pro. I was able to get my hands on a Action 4 at a decent price, so we're looking to go and return that real quick. I'm gonna dial in the settings and we're gonna walk inside and do the exchange. I'll explain in a few moments. I'll see you on a bit.
So I just got back from the Best Buy. We went ahead and did that return. And like I said, I went ahead and returned the Action 5 Pro. Two big reasons. One, because I still have the Osmo Pocket 3, right? And I was like, I'm gonna just use that camera. This camera is gonna be my secondary camera. Even though I like the compact size of the Action camera, it may be used more. It depends on how I feel. But I did return the Action 5. One, it was because of the fries. You hear me? I'm freaking hungry. It was because of the price. And it's super windy right here. I'm gonna close the window. Hopefully the light doesn't get too bad. Yeah, it was the price. Like I was looking, I saw an Action 4. The price was like $219 US. And I was like, you know what? I might as well just go for the Action 4. And I compared the two before I actually did the return. I was like, you know what? I think I'm more after the portability and the durability. And I was looking at reviews online, and I saw that a lot of people, you know, it was very negligible. You did have the OLED display, you did have the increased battery life, and you did have the onboard storage. I am always near a charger, right? I'm always near a charger. The OLED display is really nice. OLED display is nice. It is a bigger display as well. And I was like, you know what? I don't have the need. I don't want to close these windows all the way because I do need some air. But it's super windy right now. And I didn't have the need for those additional features. And there was some quality of life things that I did see. And I was just like, it wasn't worth it to be at almost like $500, you know? But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Listen, and shout out to Terry. He did some story time yesterday on one of his videos, and I gotta give y'all a story. So I went into the Best Buy, and I'm gonna be honest, I would say one of the worst experiences I've ever had. And I go there a lot. I'm there with my friends and stuff like that. We all are into tech. But I had one of the worst experience at Best Buy. And I'm like, damn, normally the experience is really, really good. But nonetheless, it was long story short, I went into the store. You know, I do things with, everything is digital. We do the phone numbers for you know, account lookup. And I guess at first, I walked in and
one eternity later.
I get it. But, you know, they weren't able to locate this digital receipt. So long and behold, I go back outside and I'm like,
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
To pull up the account, they locate it, but the person's telling me on the other end of the counter that they don't have the receipt and they're unaware of the transaction. Which I was like, we gotta go back in, double check. You need to check another system.
3 days later.
And I didn't want to go all the way back home because I was at the gym and I didn't want to go all the way back home.
Tomorrow for sure.
I didn't want to. So I asked the manager to look it up, and they get behind the helm of the computer, and then they find it. Same phone number, same thing, everything easy. So I'm sitting here, I'm like.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Same phone number, same register, literally 5 to 10 second difference. They were able to locate the receipt. I don't want to give too much of the story, but it was pretty much the worst experience I've ever had at a Best Buy. And, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, I went ahead and we are back on the Action 4. We got our ND filters on, and we are shooting in D-Log-M. This is the first time I'm using the Action 4. I'm mixing up these names. Pocket 3, Action 4. We're not gonna say DJI. It's just like a mouthful. But we are back on the the Action 4. ND filters in hand, I'm using an ND, I think I'm using the ND8, which yes, we don't have that much light. Right now I'm shooting in manual mode. Let me know what y'all think, but nonetheless, going back to the reason why I did the return, I was like, I have an Osmo, right? I have an Osmo and I didn't want to have the best of both. I didn't want to have the best of the best, you know? I think this camera may be one of the ones I shoot more with because of the weather we have here and just how compact, how small it is. And like literally I'm sitting here holding the camera with one hand, with 2 fingers, 3 fingers. Like it's just, I could set you guys up right here and we're still shooting. I don't have, you know what I'm saying? It just, where the Osmo, you know, is better at is the stabilization, all those other things, but I just like the fact that I can just grab this and it's just more personal. And if I wanted to start vlogging whenever it is at a moment's notice, I could literally turn on this camera. It fits in my pocket, literally, and that's it. But the other reason was just like I didn't see the value in buying the latest one, right? I didn't see the value in buying the latest action cam when the 4 is just so good. Some people are even still using the 3, and that there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like the best camera is the one that you always have with you. So if that camera is an action cam and it's small and it shoots great quality no matter what generation it is, like, yo, bro, go ahead and you know, stick to what works. It's not, you don't always have to buy the most expensive product, if you will, and to get the best quality. I think there's so much value out of having something that just works. And I think that, like, I'm trying this out, it just works, it looks great. Comment down below, let me know what y'all think as far as the footage is concerned, because I'm like, right now, I don't know what it's looking like. I mean, this small window, you can see the quality, but I just don't know how, you know what I'm saying? I'm just very, like, how you can say it, nitpicky about how things look when it comes to stuff in cameras and for the channel. But nonetheless, we got that returned. We got these filters. They're from Tellison. I got a pack of 4. We got the CPL, the ND6, the ND16 and 32. I was gonna just get one filter, but I was like, summer's coming. I know the sun is gonna be super bright. I don't wanna, you know, with a couple of bucks, it wasn't bad. I ended up getting this, like I said, on Amazon. I saw the price, it was still at that. It was cheaper before, it was like 200 bucks, but I got it for like $219 US. And I'm actually happy with it. I'm actually happy with the quality. I'll probably stick some B-roll shots in between here, you know, just to kind of, so you guys kind of get an idea. But there's something so like cool about having a camera that's so compact that gives you good quality, and you don't have to like, I love the Osmo. Don't get me wrong, I love the Osmo Pocket 3, but it's just like, this is small. This is small, like this is tiny. You guys have seen the camera. You've seen it all over YouTube and stuff like that. This thing is small, so it's like I can literally get footage. It's just gonna even increase the workflow. And it was with the Action 5. I just think, and there's nothing wrong. Anybody who has the Action 5, there's nothing wrong with it. They didn't have the standard combo Action 5. They had the Adventure with all the batteries and there's nothing wrong with having the selfie stick. It was a little bit too much on the longer side. There's a smaller version that DJI makes, and I may look at some aftermarket stuff. There's plenty of options out there that, you know, that you could use. But I was just saying to myself, like, it literally makes sense to just get something that just works. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go crazy. But there's a truck back in it. Hopefully we're not getting that on the mic. Probably are. But nonetheless, hopefully this is canceling out the noise. I'll just close the window. But yeah, like, I just think like you should just use the camera that works best for you. It could be the latest one, it could be the oldest one, it could be something that's a camcorder, anything. Whatever works. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up, man. I just wanted to tell y'all, like, that, you know, that experience in itself gives me more the reason why I switch to the Action 4. It makes so much more sense. Anyway, I'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Y'all be good. Peace.